Greetings, Father Joe here, your friendly neighborhood pastor, coming to you from St. Patrick's Church in lovely Highland Mills, New York. Today is Tuesday of the second week in Ordinary Time, and we are reading from the first book of Samuel. I just thought maybe we would look at a pattern that we've seen. Again, this is going to be very important if you're gray-haired like me, or if you're closer to 100 than you are to zero. There's a pattern where as people get older, they tend to lose their fervor, or they fall away from the Lord. Eli, as he's getting older, he starts to lag behind, or he's not as good a prophet. Samuel comes along, and he starts off as an infant, or a young kid, and he's very dedicated, but he also starts to slip or to fall back. We see that in today's reading. God tells Samuel to go and to anoint David, and what was it that Samuel says, hey, if I do this, Saul is going to kill me. And so he's afraid, but God tells him what to do. And in the end, Samuel's sons did not remain faithful. So in biblical terms, that's a sign that Samuel really wasn't doing his job. So those are the prophets. Now, if we look at the kings, Saul was chosen, and he was a good, dedicated king. But as he gets older, yesterday in the battle against the Amalekites, he was supposed to just get rid of everything. And instead of doing that, he decided that he was going to do it his way. So you can see he's already slipping. And later on, Samuel's going to be going into battle, and he's worried about what's going to happen. And so instead of relying on the Lord or going to the prophet, he goes to a seer. And Saul has even said that seers are not tolerated, and that they should be put to death. And yet, when he needs it, he goes to a seer. And as a result, the result of that is he's going to die in battle, and his son Jonathan is going to die also. In today's reading, we have David being anointed. And again, as a young man, David was a good king, and he was dedicated. But as he gets older, he starts slipping. And I'm not going to go into all of David's sins, but this happens with all of us. We have the first fervor of our early experience with God, our relationship with Jesus may be really strong. But as we go on, as we move along in our life, as the years pass, if we are not growing in our faith, then we end up like Eli and Samuel and Saul and David, and even Solomon following David. We grow weary in our spiritual life. And so we need constantly to go back to the Lord and to ask for his grace so that we can remain faithful and strong. So again, if you're starting to count the years until Social Security, this might be something to think about. How am I going to stay faithful to the Lord? How am I going to keep my love of the Lord and to be fervent? God bless you.